say to these young people in your presence that they've been a real joy, and I don't say that just because you're their mothers and fathers. They really have. They've been so cooperative. And, you ought to try to rehearse with vacuum cleaners. The morning rehearsal has been out in the lobby of the Blueridge Center while they vacuum the dining room. And the vacuums are out soon. I just wanted you to know. But anyway, and so it's been a lot of fun. And I talked the other day to them about how long some of them have been in this. They're actually not even all teenagers because they like to do this so well that some, we have a couple, I think 3 who are married, and they've been doing this a long time. You can't tell. I won't tell you which ones. You probably couldn't pick them out. But anyway, it's great to see a lot of them again, and to see people out there that have been up here in years past. We're going to close now. I'm not going to say anything. It'll be 2 numbers, but one is given directly by God in His Scripture, and the other will be to circle you with our love.
Give thank you for allowing us to share this time with you. John Clovis does a fantastic job every year, and it seems like he just never runs out of energy, never runs out of excitement and enthusiasm. He has us going all week long, and we're just so thankful to have John. I appreciate the chance to work with him. I've got him a little book here, and it's about David, his life, and his Psalms. I thought it'd be very appropriate for a man who loves to sing. John, we love you. This was a great week. It didn't happen by accident, though. There were a lot of people behind the scenes that were working together to put this program together. I'd like to call some of the men that helped this week. David Baker, come on up here. David Fields, David Helton. See, the first prerequisite for coming here and working is that your name is David. These are not the only three that helped. We also had a very special person with us this week that's an old-time Blue Ridger, a favorite of ours, Alfred Donald. Alfred, and also helping us in the teaching program this year for the very first time. He's grown up at Blue Ridge, and as a student now has his first opportunity to take a leadership role. Brent Keener, right over here. Our theme this year was putting first things first, making sure that God was number one in our life and in everything that we did and said. And these 5 men here, taught classes, and they held devotional thoughts, and they helped us and encouraged us to learn how to wait upon the Lord. And there's a book that I want to present to them that goes along with that theme, and they helped us, and we just want to thank them so much for all they did to help us to wait on the Lord and put Him in our life. Thank you very much. Each year, we make a presentation. It's a presentation that is voted on by all these young people. They look among their peers and they decide who among them portrays Christianity in an exemplary way, a way that would stand above and beyond the call of duty. And it's a great honor to be named Mr. and Miss Teenage Blue Ridge. So at this time, I'm going to make those presentations. The young lady this year that was voted by her peers to receive the honor of receiving this plaque, Miss Teenage Blue Ridge 1992, is Miss Kendra Johnson. The young man that was voted on to receive the plaque here entitled Mr. Teenage Blue Ridge 1992, Mr. Travis Martin. Every one of these young people people could have received this award, I guarantee you. This is a fine group of young people, and you are to be commended for getting them here and for raising them and training them the way that you are. It's my pleasure to be able to work with them, and I'm thrilled to death to just have this part of this program. Let's hear it one more time for Mr. and Miss Kenya.
I think all of us are touched every year by the chorus and what they do now. But I want to express our personal appreciation to Dale for directing this and working so hard and coordinating it. It really is a wonderful thing. If I felt like that John could take the adults and in 3 days get us to sing like that, I would ask him to do it. Because I'm always amazed, even if they do sing to the tune of vacuum cleaners, that they get this done, and it's so beautiful. John and I have been talking about the possibility of doing 1 year a workshop in worship for adults and helping some of us to learn some of the contemporary songs, because he is a man that is really, I think, the finest I know. Now let me clarify the announcement I made the other night. John is not retiring at GAC. He's only retiring as the choral director. But he's continuing as the director here of Blueridge Chorus. So don't you think he's giving up. And I thought all of you would like to know that John has just been added to our board of directors here at Blueridge Encampment, and we think that's a wonderful privilege. Well, this wonderful afternoon, and we're surrounded by this circle of love, and that's a great thing. Well, I just think it can never get better, but every year it seems to. So this has been a wonderful hour. Remember tonight, 7:30 for our evening service, and then last fireside chat. A lot of other good things. Of course, dinner at 6 as normal.